The journey continues, ladies and gentlemen. This is the third video, basically documenting my entire journey from transitioning from an SMMA type agency towards an IPGA slash growth operator. Now, if you guys haven't seen the previous episode, then this is absolutely crucial, because in the previous episode, I basically went through the entire funnel. I've created the funnel from scratch and basically made it in a way which is literally replicatable, meaning that you guys can literally copy this one to one or understand the style of how I do it, and essentially you guys can do the same for your business and for your clients. So without further ado, for this particular episode, it's not going to be too long, spoiler alert, but we will go some of the most crucial components moving forward. I hope you guys remember MSP. Always remember SMP, MSP until your day that you'll end up in your coffin. Like, MSP is the framework of any type of business. It is quite universalized and it is standardized among most IPGA firms and growth operating frameworks. So always remember MSP. For this particular episode, we are going to look at one a little bit, so marketing, and also at funnels. So I kind of made this outline. This was the journey so far. This is where we are continuing opting for opt up for Google reviews. Now, in the first episode, the first video about the series, I amplified the importance of Google and SEO and why that is so important, especially for F&B and restaurants out there. And so for this particular episode, we are gonna look at our clients our clients Google, and find ways to literally make it better. So this is their, let me make this a little bit smaller. Now this is their Google account. As you can see, they have 16 Google reviews. They have the address, they have the hours, they have the phone number, the most basic components you want to have, especially if you want to have an F&B on Google. So if you have a restaurant running and you don't have a Google business, let me actually transfer this 1 second, yeah. If you guys do not have a Google business account for your restaurant, you guys are literally missing out. Like, no matter what social media strategy you use, if you don't use if you don't use Google, it's literally, what in the world? Oh, there we go. Then it's not gonna work. So guys, go and make a Google business profile account. Now this is how it basically looks like. I am on the dashboard for our client, Uno Cafe Bistro. As you guys can see, there's lately 656 customer interactions, which is quite steady, but obviously we would like to exponentially increase this, and we want to create a projection that ultimately I would look at would be 3x in terms of interaction. So that means at least 1,300 interactions. Now, what is most important? I made this so clear in the first episode that social reviews are so important. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're gonna do today. Google reviews. And please do not go through this painful process and create 10 Gmail Google accounts just to make a review. There is much a simpler method. Depending on the country you guys are in, I prefer Shopee. Actually, you know what, Lazada seems more feasible. On Lazada, so if you guys don't know what Lazada is, it's basically like AliExpress. And on Lazada, I'm literally gonna check Google reviews. Oh my god! Brother. Okay, Google reviews. Gosh, all these technical difficulties nowadays. Anyways, Google reviews. So, put fake Google reviews. And I don't care if you want to be the ethical Nobel Prize winner guy who has the best morals about business. if you don't have Google reviews, even if it's fake, if you guys don't have them on your Google page, it's not gonna work. So again, if you want to, be Mr. Aristoteles and be like, oh, I have good ethics, I have good values, I don't need Google reviews, then forget about it. So there are platforms out there like Lazada, which, 4 ringgit, which is converted less than $1 for one Google review, and literally putting, let's say, 20 or 30 fake Google reviews is literally so powerful and would, effective, 50 bundles, nice, and would effectively change the course of your revenue. So for example, 50 bundles. So what I would essentially do is I would buy now, and then how it typically works is the moment you guys make a purchase, obviously you guys have to check out and do all those processes, but after you guys check out, you have to literally, so when you guys check out and during the order page there's a contact seller option. So that's basically what happens is you contact the seller and then you send them a link to the Google profile, which is basically this, and then you tell them, and this is my advice, tell them specifically what you would like to have as a review. And my personal advice is to use beautiful images, and images literally about the food, make it so specific, and if you don't have images, literally find on Google, because I assume your restaurant, other people have taken images of it before, but literally take images from the internet, and that's literally what I'm gonna do. Turn them or compress them into a zip file, and then literally just send that towards the person making all these reviews. And trust me, once that is settled, you guys have initially done the most crucial aspect of making your Google restaurant much more feasible or more appealing. And yeah, so Google reviews is absolutely important. Again, if you don't have a Google business account, then you do have to go through this process to put your address line, phone number, and literally fill out all the important details related to your restaurant. As you guys can see, very important as well is the menu. You guys should, oh no, photos of the menu is there, but if you have time, literally create the menu, and it is so much more appealing for SEO. But yeah, that essentially, I'm not going to do this for that particular video, but for this video I was more focused on the Google reviews and social proofs, and in the first episode we went through images, which is also more important, but that is in a nutshell basically it. So let's go back to our beautiful checklist for today. Inquire for POS. Now this is super interesting. So you guys have probably a POS system already installed within your F&B. I mean, I certainly hope, unless you are a traditional 60s restaurant where you still receive orders on a piece of paper where the waitress literally jots everything down. Now if you guys are in the US, I have a question for you guys. I would like for you guys to please review this software. So Adam Guild, by the way, shout out to him. He's an amazing YouTuber explaining what it takes for restaurants to literally blow up. Let's not spill too much sauce here, but he literally has a software where he features the most important areas when it comes to online purchase and online transaction when it comes to restaurants. So he has all these features with his beautiful knowledge basically constructed. And my question, or my favorite for you guys, is to literally check out the software and tell me if the pricing is worth it, because they haven't explicitly explained what their pricing is on the website. But on the long run, if their pricing is worth it, do let me know, because it might be quite interesting for me to shift towards the software. On the other hand, my recommendation, and I am in Malaysia, mytabsquare.ai. This is such... Why does this happen, guys? Tell me, why does this happen? So mytabsquare is an absolute recommendation for myself, because I've seen this being implemented into Secret Recipe, into Nando's, other Western restaurants, cafes here in Malaysia. So Tap Square is quite a dominating brand, or essentially organization, that is basically specialized in this POS niche. And in a nutshell, while this is loading, I can basically explain to you guys what they do. They provide multiple solutions, all the way from customer order endpoint all the way towards the food receiving for the kitchen for the waiters. So you guys can see solutions, online ordering, platforms, customer retention, data, AI, etc., etc. What I'm absolutely interested in is actually the products, and it's the smart QR. You guys have probably seen this in a restaurant if you guys have eaten in more, I would say, successful food chains. You will realize that these restaurants implement some type of a QR system. So they kind of analyze the QR, and as you guys can see here, and then the order goes directly towards the kitchen. Now that is what Tap Square essentially provides. I believe this YouTube video will okay, shut up, enough information. So QR, and shout out to my friend Derek. Now Derek is actually someone who works for, sorry, Darren, although yeah, Darren. So he works for Tap Square, and we basically I reached out to him literally today, and I asked him, oh hey, by the way, I asked him regarding a website provider also. So the social.com, I wanted to realize or understand what type of website hosting they use. But anyways, I asked him specifically about Tap Square. It is on the conversation on my other phone, but I literally told him, hey Darren, I have this F&B and they're interested to implement this POS, this Tap Square. Can you help me, and what are the pricing, etc., etc.? Now he just recently wrote to me. I haven't replied yet, but what are they table services like secret recipe? Do they need payment once order, pay first? Waiter to serve or self-service? Do they need us Tap Square to maintain their menu? Will state in quotation as optional services. So that is because Darren is with Tap Square directly. That I would say is their standardized Q&A, so for them to kind of understand what type of F&B you have and what your specific requirements are, so that they can literally provide the tailored or personalized solution that best fits your restaurant. So I won't do this in this video, but I will answer these questions probably in my off time after this video, and then I will submit it to him. And as you can see, this is the restaurant. Had the conversation with them to implement some changes. But once I got their quotation, then I will propose this to the owners of the restaurant, and then I hope that the changes will be made. And again, when we look back at the diagram, ladies and gentlemen, the changes are basically the POS. Now the POS is so important for restaurants, and I'm not a restaurant owner myself, but believe me, restaurant owners will probably say this to you many times. The POS is one of the most important. So POS we have checked. Online reservation funnels. Now this is quite interesting. I wanted to analyze, and hence why I asked Darren for website hosting. I wanted to understand the different type of funnels and software online that restaurants use to capture orders. Now, for example, these socials. Now that was the reference I was making earlier. They are quite a well-established restaurant. They have multiple chains, as you guys can see. Their website is sexy as fuck as well. Very nice design, very nice photos. So I was very interested in the book now, because I wanted to understand the software that they use to, as you guys can see, they're different chains, they're different outlets, but how they make this order. I want to understand what this software is, and this is letsumai.com, partner widget, powered by Umai. Now this probably gives it away, because my point here, I believe you guys remember in episode 1 I emphasized on the importance of MSP and like literally what MSP is and like the importances and the components of it. Like based on the funnel, as you guys can see, website is initially later, right? So I don't want to literally put or invest or literally make it such a burden for them to invest into a website, especially in these early stages. So I want to find out if there is a solution. Oh, this looks quite nice. A solution for when it comes to making reservations and bookings online that doesn't require for them to create a website. And this actually looks really nice. Let me just do some little bit of due diligence, some little bit of research. That's very interesting. Yeah, I want to find out what Umai's prices are. They don't mention it before, but most typically or quite typically, the restaurants implement either a commission structure or they do a monthly flat rate, and that is a reseller. Now that's quite interesting. No, but yeah, it's either flat rate, monthly flat rates, or it's a commission structure where they basically take a percentage of every type of sale they make per item. They haven't explicitly mentioned it, but what I like to do is my price. There we go. Usually third-party softwares, they are the sneaky fucks because they are the ones that literally leak all of this shit. Brother, where is the pricing, man? Okay, the pricing is not there, god damn it. But I'll do some more in-depth research. I'll probably call them in just a second. You know what? Fuck it, guys. I'm gonna call them right now, if that is possible. I'll make this all on the call. We might request a free demo. Please include your country code. Tell us where to reach out. Ah, llama. It says 24/7. Like this icon, I thought I could call them, but let's just fill this out. 0169317. What's the name? Where do you operate? How many locations? Where are you interested? Okay, I'll do more research on this, but for now this is uninteresting. So the important part is to find online reservation funnels. Why is this all so bloody complicated now? Literally, you know what? I'm just gonna look at Calendly. Now, Calendly is so amazing. There we go again. Because literally so many people use it and online coaches use it, restaurants, and the prices are not too bad for those. Most of it is scheduled. But they are more online, god damn it, guys. Okay, anyways, I'll leave the video edit the way it is at this stage. So this is the journey so far. We are at the stages of literally Google reviews, in which I'll do shortly, POS for the Tap Square, and online reservation funnels, which I hope perhaps Tap Square will provide a solution for this as well. But if not, I will find a third-party software and leak that stuff towards you guys. And yeah, if you could share sauce, if you could share knowledge and grow together, it is my absolute pleasure. My objective for every single video is to at least help one person out there, and if I've done that, give me likes so that I know, and that will literally make my day. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode.